So it's time for the back day. Welcome to 5 alternative back exercises you probably don't know, but you should try to change things up. We already talked about on chest day. It's important that you change things up, that you don't stuck in your daily routine. And the first exercise we want to introduce you is called
cable rows on an incline bench. Exercise 1. So Felix is going to demonstrate. So obviously we've got a slightly different setup here with the grip. So instead of using a D handle or a bar or anything like that, we're going to use the rope.
Thanks, buddy.
So obviously that changes the placement and the direction of the pull. We're going to pull in what's called sort of a J row. So we're not going to pull straight with the elbows, we're going to go slightly lower with the body, let the shoulders retract right back, and then they're going to stretch forward so we get the maximum lat engagement, so we get them as short as we can. Good. So we try not to put too much stress on the bicep because we want to activate the lats. So we make sure that we're not flexing at the elbow before we're pulling with the lats, because that's going to utilise the biceps a lot more. So we make sure we get those right back. So again, same as with every back exercise, we make sure we get the scapula, the shoulder blades as far back as we can, and then we let them come forward so we stretch, and then back so we work that full range of motion.
Exercise 2. Time for the next back exercise. It's face pulls. Face pulls is a great exercise to work on your traps and to improve your posture. So Justin gonna introduce you this exercise and show you what is important to focus on. So as you can see, that's where the name comes from, it's face pulls. So try to pull this thing of the cable to your forehead. Squeeze your traps for maybe 1 second or something, and then go back slowly. The next thing is that your elbows are high. Don't pull your elbows like this. Keep your elbows like on the same height, then maybe your shoulders maybe a little bit higher, and bring the cable to your forehead. That's the most important thing. So you can't go very heavy on this exercise. It's more exercise what is important to feel it, to squeeze it, or not to do it with like a swing or something. Give it a try and yeah, change things up.
Exercise 3. Okay, next up we have the trap raise. So this is an exercise that literally no one does, but everyone should do it. So all my clients do this. So it's an extremely important exercise for posture. Everyone spends all day pressing or sitting in a hunch position at work or on their phone, so their shoulders come forward, their chest gets really tight, and their back muscles are really weak. So this move really targets those trap muscles and those external rotation muscles, which help open up the chest and give us that upright posture. So Felix is going to demonstrate. Immediately it might not look like it's for traps, you might think it's a bit of a front raise, but if you do the exercise you'll be able to feel it. So the first thing we do is we retract the shoulder blades back as far as we can. We then raise the dumbbells up in front and we lead with the thumb, so we slightly externally rotate as far as we can, bringing the thumb out as we raise up. Each time we reset, so we let the shoulders drop, then we retract again just to make sure they're as far back as we can get them each time we do the exercise, each rep. So as you can see, the weights are very light here. You do not need heavy weights. The second you try and use a heavy weight, your form starts to go, and with this exercise, form is extremely important.
Exercise 4.
So next up is the seal rows. This is one of my favourite back exercises, one that I very rarely see anyone do. It's a great movement. You can adapt it slightly, change your grip, change your pulling position to target different parts of the back. The most important thing is that scapular retraction, so pulling those shoulders back along with the elbows, so making sure it's not all coming from elbow flexion, because that would mean that it's all about the biceps. So Felix is going to demonstrate here. So as you can see, we've got a bench here which we've propped up on 2 sort of steps. We've made sure it's nice and safe. So if you are going to do this exercise, make sure it's nice and safe. You need a bench with a nice gap underneath, so if you're going to use a bar, you can pull straight up. Obviously you can use dumbbells or kettlebells, and then you won't need the gap underneath because you can still pull. So the idea is to get parallel to the floor, so it's the complete opposite of a bench press. So we're working all those retraction muscles, so it's really important, or really good for improving posture and things like that, and working the back. So as you can see, Felix really squeezes the traps together so he pulls those shoulder blades back, which not enough people do when they're training back, which is why they can't develop it. They struggle with that connection, so then their biceps get more of a work than their back does. So you can see here with Felix, he's pulling quite high, so he's working a lot of the rear delts and the traps. He could change his grip, or he could pull with his elbow slightly more tucked in. As you can see now, he's going to go for an underhand grip, and he's pulling with his elbow slightly more tucked in, so we're getting a lot more work for the lats here. So you can go really heavy on this, or you can stay light, do high reps, so whichever. So make sure you, as we say, we mix it up. But your training program should go through stages. So mixing it up every week is not something I advise. You need to have structure so you can progress. But every now and then, a little variation is always good. Exercise 5.
So it's time for the last exercises you should try, but you probably don't know, to change things up, which is very important, what we already said before. This exercise is called inverted rows. You can do it with a suspension trainer, or you can do it at home under a table, for example. The thing is, it's like we said, it's very important to hit different angles and stuff, and don't stuck in your daily routine, what you do always. So try new things. Justin wants to show you how the exercise works, and I will explain what is important. So what is very important is that you keep the tension in the core, that you don't hang down. So like you can see, do like a plank, and as Justin do it perfectly, bring your elbows a little bit in if you want to work more on your lats. If you want to work more on your traps, then you can pull the elbows out. And if you want to make it yourself harder, hold the tension and squeeze on top, maybe for 1 or 2 seconds, and then you can go down again. And don't touch the ground, so keep the tension. When you say, hey, that's a little bit too hard for me, you can make it easier by yourself when you walk a little bit up, so you change the angle, or like Justin do it right now, just bend the knees, which is also a way to make it easier. So give it a try. It's a good way to finish your workout for back and with your body weight. Okay. So there were our 5 exercises for back day, some new things, some new techniques, some new exercises. Thanks for Justin for showing us so many great exercises. He has a big knowledge.
Thank you.
Yeah, he's such a good trainer. You definitely should check him out. And yeah, change things up, try new things, and the last word is yours.
Yeah, so exactly as Felix said, try a couple of these different exercises that you may not have done before. Some great exercises in there which we don't really see many people do, with definitely for when training back. Yeah, so again, give them a go and let us know what you think.
Yeah, that's it from us. See you soon.